What's going on, guys? To Intuitive 717, I am back with another reading. The Bossy Beeves is off on her little lunch break, so I'm going to dive into a message here coming through from the Divine Masculine Collective, okay? They feel like you're being stubborn, Divine Feminine. It's like despite knowing what you know about this journey, okay? So remembering, knowing that you both are going through this awakening, they feel like you're being stubborn in regards to communicating with them. I feel like your masculines are doing everything that they could possibly do to try to reach out and let you know that they want this new start or this fresh start. But a lot of you have your guard up and you're being resistant. Of course, if you're an earth sign, very, very stubborn, Taurus especially. We have Virgo and Capricorn as well. That's mainly because you like doing your own thing. You don't have to be an earth sign. You could have earth energy in your chart period. Or it could just be the energy of earth signs that they're just well known for, which is having their feet firmly planted in the ground. So that's why I shared the meditation that I did on my community post last night from Blissful Breaths. It's because a lot of us do not resonate with that kind of content anymore, right? Like connecting with your twin flame, meditation, really remembering what it's like to be on this journey for the sake of learning lessons and soul growth. We kind of get wrapped up into this whole idea of the romance and the relationship aspect and the jealousy and the envy and the back and forth and the push and pull. And what I feel like is a lot of your masculines are trying very hard to move past that, but they're dealing with maybe an earth sign, divine feminine, who you're not done. You're not done feeling either like betrayed, hurt. You just want to move off in your own direction. You want to do your own thing at this time. Pride could be one of the things that stand out with this divine feminine at this time. Like nobody's going to pull a fast one over you. Nobody's going to get the best of you. And I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are just stuck in this state of constantly trying to reach out to you. And they're not going to stop anytime soon. We have stability, harmony, and flow. I feel like your masculines are feeling very cocky again, very confident again. Their financial situation could be stabilizing. Many of them could be getting their confidence back. And a lot of the times when they're in this place of feeling like arrogant, sexy about themselves, confident, charming, like they have their shit together, the first thing they think about is pursuing the divine feminine because it's a challenge for them. A lot of you have your backs turned to them and it's sexy to them that many of you have your backs turned to them. It's like they want to prove you wrong in a sense. They want you to know that, you know, you're weak to them. Okay, let's see what the divine feminine has to say about that. So we have the Ten of Swords here coming through. I mean, potentially, divine feminines, you know, in the past maybe your divine masculines could have very well been your weakness, but I feel like what they're being met with this time around is somebody who has put a death to that cycle. Okay, you've put an end to that cycle of being weak to this divine masculine and allowing the cycles to occur over and over and over again. I feel like many of you may have just become bored. Her face looks bored. That's what I'm getting. And many of you who are in the feminine energy, if you become bored, then it's usually not a good thing because you're the feminines, you like to create. So let's see what you are up to that it's keeping you so busy you can't even reply to your masculine's text messages. What are you up to? Okay, you could be with other suitors as well, divine feminines. These other suitors could feel that you're distracted by your masculines. You may realize that your masculine is trying to get your attention. You could be very well trying to cut ties with this masculine and maybe try your luck in other situations or relationships, but I feel like your masculine's not letting up. The Four also represents boredom as well, okay? And what I feel by that is like a lot of your masculines, like if you guys have the potential to have a fresh start in another relationship or you're flirting, you might find that the minute you start getting nice and cozy and comfortable with someone who's pursuing you, all of a sudden, oh gosh, your masculine's energy, their sexual energy, everything about them keeps coming in really hot and heavy. It's because when you start getting into this very like flirty energy, or maybe you are seeing someone, or I'm telling you guys, even if you start fantasizing about maybe being intimate with somebody else that's not your masculine, they pick up on it. They will either dream about it, they will sense it, they will all of a sudden not understand why it is they're feeling more possessive of you or jealous of you, or all of a sudden they want to know who's liking your pictures, who's paying attention to your profile. It's like something on their radar goes off where it's like, what are you up to? What are you doing? Okay. But I do feel like something about you pulling away makes them want to pull you back in. Okay, if that makes sense. And do what you guys will with the energy. Where I don't know where everybody is at on the journey. Maybe you guys will see this coming up and choose to continue to stay away from your masculines, or, you know, maybe some of you are in a position now where I feel like the wheel is turning, or fate, things are aligning in a sense where both of you have the opportunity to pursue one another in a very free state of mind, a very free environment where you're unattached. Okay. What does your masculine want from communication with you? I'm hearing, first of all, they want you to stop cutting them off or keeping them at a distance with the Queen of Swords here. Okay, you're letting go of them even if it hurts to keep them at a distance. And they know that this part of you that's hurting there's like a small part of you that may want that passion again, or that communication again. For a lot of you in the feminine energy, oh my goodness, even that sex again, right? The sex again could have been very, sensual, amazing, kind of like the best you've ever had. But the Queen of Swords doesn't care about that shit, right? You will put all of that shit on the back burner because nothing will get the best of you. If somebody rubs your ego or your pride in the wrong way, you're an air sign potentially, or you may just have a tendency to really have that cutoff game strong. If you're an air sign, this could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. When you're ready to cut somebody off, I mean, it's intense. There will only be memories of you, nostalgia of you. But that's the energy you guys are in, and this masculine is really trying their best to penetrate that. You don't want to see them. You don't want to have anything to do with them. For a lot of you, and I've been picking up in this particular deck a lot, that there's been an ending to this cycle that you're in with this masculine, especially with the Queen of Swords here. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Like, you don't want to see them, you don't want to hear them, you don't want to know what's going on with them. But yet here they are trying to renew or reset this cycle in some way. A lot of your masculines are really focused on getting your attention somehow. Check out the last reading I shared about sending text and then unsending it to you. Trying to create this whole feeling of like, I want to reach out, but you know what? No. I'm trying to create this new start, this new fresh start with my life. Let me unsend that message. But it's like, really, as the High Priestess, you see through it. You're like, listen, if you really wanted to fucking move forward and forget about everything, you would have done that. You wouldn't have to send no message to me and then unsend it as a way of being like, you know what? No, wait. So a lot of your masculines cannot hide that you are still on their mind. Okay, it doesn't matter what happens. And I feel too like, if this is a masculine that's still out there having a good time, they could be in environments where they're drinking, they could be potentially doing drugs. A lot of these influences, when they get a grip of your masculine and they open up portals, I feel like a lot of them, for those portals that are opening up, it represents unhealed, unresolved issues. And the first thing your masculine thinks about when they either drink, smoke, or do drugs is you, Divine Feminine. Because they don't even realize the portals that they're messing with, or why it is they feel your energy, or they're more emotional when they drink or do drugs, or like why their intuition keeps coming up, or they may find themselves in very unusual situations when they drink or they're under the influence of certain chemicals or substances, because they find themselves very vulnerable and they're more emotional. So a lot of your masculines lately, I'm finding that like they could be slipping up. Like if they're partying with people and they're out and about in situations, they could be not even realizing that it's like, wait a second, why am I all of a sudden talking about the Divine Feminine here? Like, I need to shut the fuck up about this shit and just play it cool. But they can't even help themselves. So now all of a sudden they're opening up their eyes to things like, I really need to stop drinking. Like, I really need to just be more sharp and watch myself, because clearly the effect you have on them is that you make them emotional. You make them emotional around people. Okay, there you have it with the Nine of Cups coming through. Okay, the lantern here represents hesitations as well. This represents like a lot of your masculines talking about you to other people. It's like they want to let go, but they cannot for the life of them let go of you. They're literally holding on to your hands. It's like they want to walk away. It makes me think of that cheesy ass song by Tyrese, where it's like every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my... I hate that I'm even like singing it, but it just reminds me of it with this Nine of Cups card here, where it's like 9 is like almost there. You're almost on your way out to completing the cycle, closing off the cycle with this Ten of Swords. But here comes your masculine strolling in, trying to pull you back in. Okay, so be on the lookout for that, guys, because they can't match this energy to anybody else. I feel like the passion that they feel for you, like a lot of your masculines could be out and about. They see people, attractive people everywhere, okay? People could be dressed to a T. They could be trying to show off their goodies, like do it all up. But a lot of your masculines, they can't connect. They cannot for the life of them find it attractive, find it as a turn on. Yeah, okay, maybe for a split second or two, but all they can do is think about the divine feminine, because this whole twin flame experience is about energy. Energy doesn't lie, and what your masculines are starting to realize is that they are attracted to your energy. Nobody can match your energy. Yes, a feminine can show up wearing whatever the hell they want to, but they're going to be fidgeting, they're going to be awkward. Nobody can rock an outfit like you can, divine feminine. Nobody can walk into a room and really wow the room, including your divine masculine, like you can. And that's what they're unsettled with. Okay, they can't knock it. They are trying to be out there, trying to find you in the crowd. I think I started off this reading by saying that they're trying to compare your energy to other people, but what they are starting to see is that this passion that exists between you two, this need to have you, want you, long for you, it has nothing to do with the way that you look on the outside, your style, the avatar that you've traveled here with. It has everything to do with that inner light that you carry that is unmatched with anybody else. Okay, so I feel like the epitome of this reading is, there's a divine masculine out there that, they may not have full access to you right now. You could be very stubborn or very slow to let others into your energy right now. And what they're trying to say is like, listen, I'm sitting back, drink in hand, cigar in my mouth, maybe like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like I see your masculines at like a strip club. They could be at like just a club in general. There could be lots of energy around them, moving about, women shaking their thing, just other attractive people in the area trying to capture their attention, whatever the case is. But nothing is doing it. I mean, it may flicker, it may light up a bit, but it's like nothing does it like the divine feminine. Nothing does it quite like the divine feminine. Okay, it's your energy that they're missing. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you for this short check-in. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Take it easy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Okay, bye guys.